Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Hare Krishna. Okay, let's try that one again. That was great. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta-vrinda, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, maybe we'll read a little bit. I'm having a hard time today. Kind of tired, you know. I can't.
Thanks for using.
It's a little hard time concentrating. Didn't get quite enough sleep last night. Maybe that was it. Even today. Anyway, is what it is sometimes. So let's read a little bit, see how that goes. So I'm going to read from maybe Bhagavad Gita here. Gitamrita. We read from Prabhupada's Gita here. 1972 edition. Okay, I'm going to read, what is this here? This is Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, this is Karma Yoga. And so we're going to read this in the light of the conclusions of Lord Chaitanya and the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, actually. Or actually, yeah, well, it's just the special mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Otherwise, the path of karma, good and bad karma, is not really that relevant for us. But what it leads to and the real path is important. Okay, so let's see, where was this here? Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, text number 16. So this is verse number 10. I'm going to do selected verses. In the translation, in the beginning of creation, the Lord of all creatures sent forth generations of men, demigods, along with sacrifices for Vishnu, and blessed them by saying, "Be happy by this yajna, sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you all desirable things." Yeah, so it's interesting because generally people think the yajna to do is the rules or regulations with it, which it is. It's there was times where that was the yajna. You offer sacrifices, do deity worships, meditation. These were acceptable sacrifices for the Lord, to the Lord. But in this Kali Yuga, these things are very difficult, and people just don't have the attention span to meditate for long times. And the ritualistic sacrifices are external, and there's so much bad association, unfavorable association, especially now. I mean, I can't believe how much it lies. I mean, every day I just see, the world is being lied to by the government. They used to stretch the truth. Now they are just outright lying. They're anything you do research in, the government is just these Fauci's and Bill Gates. They're just lying out of their teeth. So, and many people, because they believe naturally in authority, they believe them. See, and then go to hell with these people. Basically, they take them along with them. You believe in liars and cheaters and hypocrites, then end up becoming one of them. You go to their destination they take you along with them. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. But there's good news here. In this age of Kali is the acceptable sacrifice to Lord Chaitanya. In his pastimes, he said, "Hey man, you want to please God, you want to please Vishnu. The best of all ways is chant the holy names of the Lord, especially in association with my devotees, with his devotees. They belong to him, you know, and it's so powerful because you get such a wonderful benefit from that. The only times it's maybe a bit hard to get this benefit is when you're with those who are not in the effective stage. They're chanting with some ulterior motives, like they want name or fame, or they want to be gurus, or they want money, or and so the result doesn't work out very well or long enough. And especially now, a lot of people end up leaving a society of devotees. So anyway, the way this is really effective is to chant in a society of devotees. See, so then, wow, the result is fantastic. And it's unfortunate because we got, some people, they come, and they become ecstatic and everything, so that everything's going along nicely, and then they end up leaving the chanting in association with devotees, and leaving that service. It's a very important service to inspire others, to inspire yourself, to inspire the Lord in your heart, and people end up going in the selfish path, really, self-centered. They just lose. So anyway, still there's benefit because, the Lord reveals himself. And I've seen Mayavadis also. One lady followed me, and then she awoke, her bhakti awoke, and she felt relationship with Radha and Krishna. But, still this Mayavadi thing was really strong, and she ended up going that way. So anyway, some people do that, but still it's so auspicious, this chanting. This is the acceptable sacrifice for Lord Chaitanya and Vishnu or Krishna, whatever you want, God, whenever you want to. Hey, Lalita, welcome. Hope you're feeling better. Everything's working okay. I tried to leave you a message, but for some reason it's not going on your, I don't know what the heck, why I just typed in a message, it's not showing up on your thing. Yeah, so anyway, the acceptable sacrifice is chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra especially, or any of the names of God. But in our line, if you get the right association, you can very easily get this Bhakti Lata Bij and chant the holy names in ecstasy. Like this lady here. Oh, she's in bed. Are you feeling okay now? Feeling better? Are you okay? Yeah, I didn't want to say yeah. Yeah. Okay. Don't get too ecstatic now. You got to yeah, okay. No. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, don't worry. A little Harikatha will maybe do the trick. So this is, see, if people read Bhagavad Gita in light of what Lord Chaitanya came to do, he was so amazing because he showed very simply like what would please him. He would, like with those ladies, he would cry until they chanted the holy name, and then he'd stop crying. It's actually the opposite with us, but it was just trying to show, you want to make me happy, then chant the holy name. This was the greatest way to please God, is chant God's names. And when you do it in association with real devotees, it comes along really fast, where you get the taste, and then you see, wow, you can't do a better sacrifice than this. See, the whole thing is, it's all about pleasing Vishnu, pleasing God. But people don't know, a lot of times they're not so conscious of doing it, especially when you're deluded by the modes. It's all about pleasing God, even when you're deluded by the modes. When you're deluded by the modes, when you're drinking that alcohol, say you're really in the mode of ignorance, and think, wow, I really love this. See, you're actually pleasing God, but in a deluded way. See, you think this is my pleasure, but it's a very low grade pleasure for God, but you think it's fantastic. And everybody's doing that. It's just like, a hog eating stool. Prabhupada used to use this, a hog eating stool. So a hog eats the stool and thinks, wow, this is so great. And we looking at it and go, what's so great about it? It's really low class. So there's even a story with Indra. Indra had to take birth as a hog, one lifetime. He did some offense. And so when the time was up for him to go back, he wouldn't go. He says, no, I'm enjoying down here too much. I'm having too good a time. And that's basically the world. Here we have the potential for high class enjoyment, in serving the Lord. We're serving the Lord in the modes of nature and becoming totally deluded by it. And it's very low grade. It's like you become so much identified with matter, which doesn't really matter. You're so identified. We're spirit, man. We're spirit, man. Free. We're meant to float. We're floaters. And we're so identifying with money, with the body, with material emotions that are generated by dead things like gold or silver or now Bitcoin or something where you can't even see, or this money, you dilute it. You think, oh, I love this so much, or even, your children. They're really dramatizing this today, huh? Children, and why, I gotta, I gotta do, so I gotta always work to help make them happy. And the woman says, yeah, I gotta keep going, do shopping all the time. I gotta shop, stuff like that. So you get so identified, and there's a pleasure in that, but it's a very low class and diluted pleasure for insane people. And that's because we're more or less insane if we don't know that we're spirit, soul. That we're meant to eat this spiritual food, beginning with the name of God. It's like food, man. And once you get the knack, by associating with those who have a knack, and all of a sudden, man, this is so fantastic. This taste for the name and for the qualities and the pastimes of the Lord. This is what Jesus meant. I'm the bread of life. He didn't mean, in that sense what a lot of people think. He's saying the Lord is the bread of life. The Lord. And who the Lord, the transcendental Lord is more explained by Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya made it more clear. The Lord is his pastimes. See, this is qualities, his name. This is the Lord in that form. And that's accessible for us. See, so sacrifice for Vishnu, the Lord says, well, people are not, they're going to stay in these deluded modes, especially in Kali Yuga. What's the way out for them? And practically for everybody now, people are getting deluded. Sometimes even in our own Sangha, people get deluded in various ways. They start believing, they're believing in the Lord's Maya. And right now the hypocrites are coming in force. The liars and the cheaters. This is like the real servants of the lower modes of ignorance, is passion and ignorance. And the masses are believing them and being taken down into this. That's why the world is being destroyed, is people just believing in that word, that twisted word of liars and cheaters and hypocrites, who are the servants of that. And so what the Lord is saying, I say, what I'm seeing, the Lord is showing me what he's thinking, saying, well, hey man, I send my devotees. If you're willing to listen, you can get out of this. But if you listen to them, it's like in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. And so that's the way we're built. We're built to believe in the Word. But what word are you believing in? The Lord's Maya with these servants of Maya, really? You say, well, you believe in my word, you're going to be taken down. Everything's going to be busted, man. Because that's what it does. The demoniac energy breaks everything. And so anyway, the Lord gives us a chance, because hey man, if anybody believes in this word, what am I telling? I'm telling you about the scriptures, telling you about the transcendental Lord, transcendental Lord, his name, the power of the name, showing that, the devotees in our Sangha are also showing how glorious it is to chant these names. And they're empowering, man. You don't see anybody here in fear, masked up and locking ourselves up in our own in our houses, in jails, and in fear, and can't even think straight about what to do and what not to do. This is amazing. People, so-called intelligent people, are being bewildered by liars and cheaters in positions of authority now. This is Kali Yuga. The book all reveals all this. The Bible does too. Bible does, and the 12th canto reveals all these things. So we have a chance. People have a chance if they will hear the Bhagavatam and hear the word of the glorious Lord, the unlimited Lord. See, his glories coming through those who have this spontaneous devotion awakened for him. Then you can become attracted to clear words, man, logic, wonderful truths. Not this stuff in the world is horrible, man. It's like, that's, it's a chance for people. Whoever listens, if anybody comes across these videos and listens and comes and listens to this word, you can test it. You listen for 30 days and see if you don't get stronger and healthier. I mean, even people that are a little bit screwed in their minds, they sometimes even become ecstatic and they do crazy things. Still, the Lord still stays with them. I've seen this happen a number of times, gives them even a chance then, and then I come up from the outside and try to say, hey man, get back on track, man. The book, don't you understand the book Bhagavad? Well, when you really become guru and people start going off, even in your association, you can help them. You'll tell them, hey man, you're off. Can't you see? The sadhus are showing you're off, and the guru is showing you off, and the book is showing you're off. And if you don't listen after Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra's instructing you, well, what can be done? You really have a strong desire for whatever is taking you off the real path. And that's what I've seen. You could see they must have a really strong desire when real Guru, which they used to admit, they used to admit, and then the Shastras also explain it. And these sadhus, you can't get a better situation than something like this. That's why Lord Chaitanya, Krishna, and him too, said sadhu sangha is the quickest and best way to attain Krishna Vrindavan, because you stay on track, man. Really, Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra is so helpful. And you know what? The Lord is shaken now. He's shaken everything. I don't know if you noticed. And he's showing where are our weaknesses. Where is our faith? And that's just kind of what, especially in these kinds of times. Applying to some. Yes, she had an operation. Yes. Okay, what else? Let's see. Okay. So, in the beginning of creation, the Lord led all creatures and sent the Lord of all creatures. Oops. See, the Lord of all creatures, all of us, demons, demigods, animals, all of this, especially human beings. There's so few. See, the book Bhagavad teaches these wonderful truths that nobody knows practically. Unless you got to come in the real line. Human beings are very rare. There's another beautiful lady. Here we go. Look at these. These are all young gopis. No older than 16 years old. Not a day over 16. Either one of these two. You just think they're grandmas. It's all a show bottle. Yeah, and then I just love those words, the Lord of all creatures. That says so much. The Lord of all creatures, not just one creature, two, or a million, zillions, all of us. And said it's all about pleasing the Lord. So even in the Lord's Maya, the highest truth is reality distinguished from that's why we talk a little bit about the Maya. You got to make a bridge, man. You got to go from here to there, right? Got to have a bridge. Bridge is the word, man. The word you hear. The bridge could make you fall over the bridge. Oh, man, the Golden Gate there. Sometimes you don't come back out of that one. It's pretty high. Yeah. So the Lord of all creatures sent forth. Go and please Vishnu. See? So as a human being, we have a great opportunity to use. We can, if you hear in the right place, clear, conclusive understanding, and you begin to process this and understand it, then you can understand how to please the Lord in the greatest way. And the Lord's made it very simple. But him and those ladies, he had them chant Hare Krishna. In there, see, they were in Sadhu Sangha. They were all devotees of the Lord, naturally. So they chant Hare Krishna together. They go, oh, wow, the Lord's very happy. Look, the Lord's very happy. See, but we don't have to. We don't have to do like, where's the Lord appearing to, so we can see on his face if he's happy. His face is right here, baby. He's the real baby. He got to be a baby. I know. He right here, baby. And you'll know if he's happy. Well, I read Bhagavatam says 1 moment's association with a real devotee is worth millions of dollars, worth billions, it's the most, you cannot put a price on it. It's so special. Here I get the association of the most fantastic devotees, and I just know I am getting wealthy. I am becoming fabulously rich and enriched with real life. I'm waking up now, thank God. CPU gets overheated here. These bhakti babes. That's right. It's hot, man. It's hot stuff here. Yeah, so the Lord's made it very easy. He came and said, okay, you guys not very intelligent. Go Haridas, you're a stupid fool here. Here, let me give you a little realization. Just chant Hare Krishna. Just keep doing it. Go through, and do it alone, because, these other people, if they see a little tear, they're right on your case, man. Or they see you dance ecstatic, going to throw you out of the temple. So, just keep doing it and you'll see it'll all work out, and gradually now we got a big Sangha here, huge amount of people. Oh my God, I'm going to faint. 18 people. Can it be so? I must not have used the F word enough today.
Not at all.
Houdini. Hi there. Everything all right? Yes. Yeah. So the Lord's made it very easy. We're all, go, are you stupid fool? Just chant Hare Krishna. And then soon I'll send some nice devotees for you to associate with, so then you'll stay on track. You won't deviate, become a Christian, or go to the New Age, or go to Eckhart Tolle, or these other guys. And now it's fantastic. Every day I get wealthy because, 1 moment's association with devotees of the caliber we have in this Sangha, oh my God. It is. I just read that. And just 1 moment's association with a real devotee who has real bhakti for the Lord is incalculable. that you cannot calculate. You think billions of dollars that Bill Gates has is not in comparison to a person that actually comes here for a moment. Hey man, that's what the Shastra says. I believe this stuff. Yeah. So yeah. So the Lord's made it easy. So what else can we can dredge out of this gold mine here? Come on, why isn't this working here? Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. So anybody got anything to say? You want to say anything there, Janaki?
Right.
Oh,
Right.
you're muted. You're muted.
No, I'm not muted.
I think you're muted. Is it you doing it or me?
You.
Oh,
You're-
maybe I'm muted.
You're in.
Ah, I think I'm
Yeah.
muted. Let me check. Let me check here. Here you go, Tom. Put him up to. Here, I might be muted here. Let me check here. Hare Krishna, audio.
Right, both Tom.
Just a second here, real time. Okay, say something now.
Okay. Did we get it?
Okay, got it. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. Well, right before I came on, I was thinking just about some things that I have gone through, and I was realizing the reason I come to you is because you break my false ego.
Really?
Yeah, it's the false ego. It's that false ego, And I was thinking, I come back all the time for more, like a tattoo, There's so much pain in that tattoo, but I want that tattoo.
Oh.
You just rip off that Band-Aid of my illusion, and yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
God.
That's why I come back.
I had no idea. I thought I was just having fun.
I
just
think we
playing
can
in the
all admit
sandbox.
to it. I think we can all admit to it, what you do to us. Thank you.
It's only a piece of paper being crumpled up,
Yeah.
Go ahead there, Lolita.
I'm coming to get more rich without doing anything.
She did what? What was that?
I want to become more wealthy without doing any effort.
Yeah, it's amazing, huh? It's really effortless wealth. Yeah. People, a lot of times rich people, it becomes very easy for them to make wealth. But this wealth they can't do. They can't do it like this. You got to do it a certain way. This is why the book is so important, and the devotees so important. They keep everything on track, track and traced. Yeah. Okay, good. Anybody else want to say? Tom, do you want to say anything? Nope. Okay. All right. So okay. All right. So, and bless them by saying, be thou happy by this yajna sacrifice, because its performance will bestow upon you all desirable things. See, this immediately, this completely smashes Rangaleka's conclusion. I don't need to chant anymore. I don't need it. No, this is a sacrifice. Matter of fact, even Lord Chaitanya in the conclusion of Chaitanya Charitamrita, it said, one cannot teach this devotional service unless one practices it himself, even on the spontaneous platform. You got to practice this with the senses. Otherwise, you can't teach this. Otherwise, it's just, you teach the wrong thing. You teach, I'm just always thinking about you don't have to do anything. No. You can't teach that, because nobody will learn that way. And that's not how it's done. We got here. It's such a great pleasure. I mean, one of the ways is meditating on the Lord, meditating on his pastimes. And another way is the vibration itself is so full of ecstasy. It's so full of pleasure to hear that vibration even if you're chanting yourself, you know. So, and on advanced stages, maybe some people will meditate and all that is fine, but you cannot teach this to others unless you're practicing this, you know, and showing them the path. And actually, there have been some Radhakund Babaji type things that are always kind of like this. You should just meditate on the Leela. Matter of fact, my ex-wife, she went back to Sweden because I can't follow this, too hard. It's too hard because they got her meditating for hours a day on, you know, hours just sitting trying to meditate on the form of Radharani's and all that. I can't do those also, you know. There you go. See, it's not really the way. This works so nice. You get attracted, attached, you get service, you have sangha, you know, devotees who are advancing. You can see, boy, they're getting so, you know, advancing really nicely. Yeah. Yeah, and if you get off track, if you have a little intelligence, not too excessive desire, you can easily get back on because you got Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra here. You know, you can say, oh, I made a mistake. Okay, let me get back on track. Yeah. All right, so... So this is it, man. This is why, if you notice, we're engaging, you know, even speaking about this, it gets more clear. I don't know, it's so effective. I love this. It's like, wow, yeah, Lord, that's it, man. Anybody getting experience in it, the more you practice this devotional service in a society of devotees, more desirable things are bestowed upon you. Okay? It's just desirable. It's not necessarily things. People think, oh, then, and the desirable things are these qualities, these freedoms, you know, these subtle things, these realizations and revelations. See, this is what God is. He said, I'm all about that. Material, these things come and go, but this is jewels I keep forever. Go ahead, Tom.
Sorry, I was thinking, listening to you, we are not always conscious of our own desires. Sometimes we are not conscious about our own desires. Yeah. We are naturally moving towards that attraction, but we are not conscious.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. That's why I come, you know, and I say some things sometimes. And sometimes it helps, but a lot of times people got to live it out. You know? I don't know if anybody's ever really listened to me when they get into that. I know I really got to do that. I know I got to be a teacher. No, I want to teach the Vaides. No, it's just me and Krishna. You guys, I don't care about. You know, I say you're off. No. Anyway, I try anyway. For strictness. And maybe, you know, it's a good teaching for others to see, because you could see when people go off because of their desires, they get out. You can, if you're a little bit on the outside, you say, oh, you look at that. It's them and Krishna. Forget about Guru and the Vaishnavas. Not necessary. No, just me and Krishna and the devotees. But in all the prayers and all, I was just reading one today. It was so nice in Srimad Bhagavatam. Maharaj Parikshit said, I just pray that in any life, if I come back again, this was when he was ready to go. He says, if I come back again, just give me faith in you and the association of your devotees. See, we got that here. Now, if you go out of that line, then you're off, because that's the way devotees think. Yeah, give me the association of Krishna and his devotees, because they're a package. Go ahead, Tom. What?
And so these evolved examples of pure devotees. These pure devotees, they are very conscious about what they want. Like they want to be able to serve Krishna all the time. Yes. So I'm asking myself, If you are conscious about all your hidden, and are there any hidden desires in guru, or do you just follow what Krishna brings into your heart?
Yeah, well, it's not about being, see, this is, you got to be austere and have no desires. It's not about that. I have my desires. I like a cup of coffee once in a while, and other things, but so what? It is what it is. But the Lord is with me. It's not like, the main thing is the Lord, if he gives you the real mercy, it's not about how great you all are. Well, you're so austere and you have no desires. I had a guru like that. Didn't work out. No. It's not that. It's not about that. No, it's if your heart is right, the Lord gives you the intelligence to stay on track. See? He'll show you the verses to keep you on track. He'll keep you in the right mood, just like here. For example, devotees are like, okay, we got example. I won't mention names. We got examples. Some devotees get ecstatic and seem like more ecstatic than most persons, right? Here. And then they go away and they say, no, I don't really have any much affection for you guys. I don't really need you. I just me and Krishna now. That's the real thing. Krishna's guru now. See? Even say that, he's like, oh, okay, Krishna's your guru now. See? So the Lord is not giving them the right intelligence, the right understanding from within. And so from without, I say, well, you're kind of off. Here in the book, and see, the sadhus aren't like you. And no, I don't care. See, they have their own opinion. See? So then that's the ones, if you read 12th chapter, those types, if they stayed like that, they scatter. They end up scattering. They lose their bhakti. It ends up, because it's aparad. You lose the mercy of the Vaishnavas. It's very important. That connection. And then Krishna is not very happy inside. He says, oh, well, you don't want to associate with the devotees I gave you? It's not like ungrateful. Even says, 12th chapter says, people, they got their different opinions than what the Acharya had. Their real understanding, and they left, and they scattered, and because of ungratefulness, Krishna cut them off from the ecstatic worship. See, so we got that example happening, and the Lord wants to teach. Also, you see it happen in the book. It's got to happen in life. Also, we have to have some examples here, and they may come back. But it's just it's a teaching, and maybe go ahead. What?
Yeah, so there is a possibility that they also can forget their ecstasy.
Well, yeah, they forget. I've not only forget it, they get covered, and it's not important. They get into some other. See this ecstasy and is Bhakti Lata Bish. It comes from this special divine potency of the Lord, and He can cover it. If we get off and get bad association and become attracted to these other creepers, which are weeds in comparison, and then all of a sudden you believe that's it. It's all about that. And austerity and renunciation is one of them. See? You start to think it's about austerity and renunciation. I've seen this already in our group. They go into this austerity renunciation thing. And then that's what it's about. And Gorhar, you're teaching the wrong thing. You're not austere enough. My ex said the same thing to me, and some other exes here, that were ex-members. Oh, you're not austere enough. You're not following what Prabhupada was into, austerity and renunciations. You're not teaching the right path. Oh, okay, go ahead. You follow that. Look at you lost association of real Vaishnavas. You're down with a bunch of dry Vaitis. Been there, done that. Not interested. I'll stay here. See? So the right path is shown by the mercy of the Lord, which is this ecstatic devotion. It stays. And those who go off the real path, they lose Vrindavan. See, they may get liberation and feel liberated chanting and all that, but that's all they get.
Yeah. The problem is, or the challenge is, the ones who are unconscious, they cannot see their own position.
Well, Krishna is not allowing them to see it. So it's destiny. For whatever reason, it could be they need to live out certain desires and all that. So Krishna can't get through from within because it gets twisted. And the guru, because I go, and when people do that, I try to straighten it out. Often they don't listen, so they got to live it out. And same thing happened 550 years. It happened with Prabhupada. It always happens. Some people just go those different routes. They get their own different. They get out of line with the Guru Sadhu Shastra. See, and then they get their own ideas and speculate and all that. That's why they lose the ecstasy. Because they're actually getting it by associating with Guru and real Vaishnavas. And then Krishna is very pleased with that, giving them ecstasy. But sometimes they get false ego, and then they start being like wanting to be equal or even think their ideas are better. Anyway, that's when it's the biggie. Krishna will teach them eventually. You're talking about different forms of bhakti. How many forms of bhakti are described? Different forms of bhakti. Anyway, you got to make your question a little more clear. Different forms of bhakti. Bhakti is bhakti, devotion. Devotion to the Lord. You could say devotion to the Lord in a mood of reverence is one type of bhakti. Devotion to the Lord as a intimate servant of Vrindavan is one. Another is friendship, different things like that.
Yeah.
How long did you...
Can I speak?
Yeah, you can speak.
But I feel if someone loses this this protection, this umbrella, this sangha, they also there's also there's an idea. They also lose their real vision. They losing their real eyes, so they are not realized anymore.
Yeah.
And from there, they are vulnerable for the old energies and the old attractions and the old materialistic motivations.
Yeah, our real eyes is Krishna's eyes. See, the deep conclusion of the devotional scriptures, that's our eyes. We're dumb, we're stupid. Speculation gets in the way, and then we can't reach the platform of devotional mellows. Some people start to get a taste for that, but then they lose the path. See, they lose footing on the path, which are the scriptures teach. Like they're the rule. They keep you on the path. They're like like a mountain climber climbing a mountain. They need a foothold so they can keep climbing. The scriptures are like that. They're a foothold so you can keep climbing. If you lose your foothold, you fall off, you fall down. That's what you'll see. Everybody nobody has proved me wrong yet. I wanted to. Every times when people left, maybe they found a better path. I used to do, well, maybe they found a different path, better path. But it never turned, all of a sudden, whatever they got here, which is wonderful, it was wonderful, they lose that. It gets covered.
What I really don't understand is when someone says, yes, I can go out of this Sangha and I can go on with my own connection with Krishna.
Yeah.
And there is this argument that everything now is coming from my own source, my own direct contact with Krishna, and that's complete. So they don't miss anything.
No, well, they missed already. See, they say everything is except the real conclusion. Everything is coming from my source except the real. If everything was coming, you'd have the right understanding, but you don't. See,
We cannot check this. Yes, we cannot. There's no possibility I can check this argument. I cannot check this argument. I cannot check that argument because, yeah, I have no clue.
Oh no, well, you can check it. See, that's why I say you look in the scriptures. Yeah, it doesn't confirm her way. I've seen so many times people say, "Oh no, I have the right conclusion," but it doesn't confirm it in the books. See, they speculate. Therefore, they lose their foothold on. They're climbing that mountain. They think, yeah, look at me. I'm an ecstatic devotee. I don't need. Let's kick Gohari and the Vaishnavas and the conclusions which I don't understand. See, they still need more schooling, but they want to jump over. I'm now independent. See, and they don't understand because I'm never independent. They think I'm going to be independent like Gohari. I'm not independent. I'm dependent also more. I'm dependent. If the Lord sets me wrong, I go off. I'm just following, and then I check in the book. If I'm off, well, I don't need to do that because I've been studying. See, a lot of these people going off. The one who's just recently went in her own way and everything. She needs to real study. But you know what? When you start to do offenses like this, you get covered. You can't even understand what you're reading. Look at big teacher over there in Florida. She don't understand the essence anymore. She wouldn't even. She leaves this and doing all that. No, see, and she studies and gives classes and all this stuff, and she's lost the essence. But here, the essence is retained. See, the essence is retained by Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. And not to give full respect to that means you're hiding from something. There's something really strange inside that you don't want to confront or something. I don't know. Usually what I see is you want to be guru. You want to be one with God. It's a kind of a Mayavadi thing. You're looking for liberation. You just want liberation. I'm liberated now, Great. And then you lose association for the interaction with devotees. I know. You don't get Vrindavan, that's for sure.
So to be specific, what they miss is this effulgence of this radiation, this light, this nourishing association. That's what they miss, and because of that, their eyes ability to see and their ability. Some energies, they will dry up.
You lose the ability to associate with liberated souls in the level of Vrindavan. I'm here to take people to Vrindavan, man. You got to understand those things. If you don't, then you can't go. So when you say you can't check it, what do you mean you can't check it? She says, or anybody, say this latest thing. No, I just need Krishna. My relationship, it wants to be one with Krishna. Only it's me and Krishna only. See, what Krishna's not thinking like that. No, Krishna wants to be with his devotees. Why are you thinking like this? You're not clear. See, so this is all checkable, and that's why I say, I quoted a verse to that person who said, no, Krishna's my guru now. All I need is Krishna. See, that's the conclusion. And I said, well, Lord Chaitanya concluded and Bhagavatam concluded differently. Lord Chaitanya said that those who claim to be my direct devotees like that, see, direct devotee and only me and the Lord, are not my real devotees. So there you go. You're smacked by the scriptures. But those who are the devotees of my devotees, they're my real devotees. Okay? So that's how it is. That's how I see. I'm not. I had to stay alone because I couldn't find a living devotee that I could respect and say this person is like Prabhupada. This person is like Jesus. I just couldn't find it. I think a lot of people here like that. Lalita was like that. You didn't find any living person. I didn't either. That's why we were waiting. And so we have good transcendental association. And those who leave, it's just an ungrateful thing in their heart. They're working, you just work out your stuff there, but you're off. I told you, you're off, man. You're off the real path. You've lost it. You've lost. Guru, I like somebody asked me here, Andrea, how long were you off? Yeah, I went off times. I went off sometimes, one time for a year and a half, one time for 6 months, another time for 6 months. Usually 6 months was the thing. And I came back, but all the wiser, And so it's gotten clear to this point. And I'll, help people. Sometimes, what are you going to do? People have the Lord is either revealing or hiding inside you things. So.
Yeah, so Lalita, she was off 3 times, 6 months. I was also off like 6, 7 months. No?
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
3 times 6 months, me? You were not in the Sangha, Tom.
No, but I thought you told me. But
speak for yourself.
Yeah, okay. Yes. I don't know what to say now.
Yeah. I mean, just whatever happens. The main thing is we're here. This is Sadhu Sangha. We're here enriching our understanding of God. This is what this is all. That's what Krishna does. He likes to learn more about himself. What are we doing? We're just on the same page to relish more about his relationships with him and his devotees. That's all. Yeah. So Freddie says she thinks she now has an exclusive relationship with Krishna that further can be nourished in her little bubble with Krishna. Yeah, you see, but that's off. It can't be further nourished that way because that's not the way it's nourished. It could be because even that, she could do it by the books and everything, but it's hiding. It's definitely hiding something, because when you're in a living devotee association like this, whatever needs to come to light will, and that's what and by that being purified, it's going to get us deeper with the Lord. Yeah. So anyway, people, they go as far as they go for now. So Krishna has shown us, he's telling Radha is my guru, and all are learned from Radha, who Bhakti is personified. Yeah, Radha, and actually that's why the real devotees, they have that Bhakti that Radha has. I mean, in our line, you can have gurus in different relationships, or devotees, so different relationships. In our line, normally, if you have a empowered devotee, they're going to be in the girlfriend of Radha, and you're going to see those kind of qualities, many of them, like of being attracted to the conjugal mellow. Yeah, in one sense, we can never leave Krishna, even when we are in Maya. Krishna is everywhere. Yeah, see, that's the thing. There's eternally conditioned souls that have never left Krishna, right? Or Krishna's never left them, but they're considered eternally. I mean, who wants to be in that position? That's not a glorious thing to glorify. Everybody, Krishna's everywhere, and like this. No, you got to see a distinction there with that one. It's not, well, Krishna's everywhere, so so everybody's taken care of. Oh no, man. People can go for billions of millions of lifetimes, and then when the Lord winds it up, they go back into Vishnu, and then when he has another thing, you know how much time that is? You know how dangerous it is? You can go from a human being, you can go down and be regressed down into animal life. You know how long it could take to come out of animal life or insect life? Oh my God, it's horrible. Right now we have the opportunity, man. We're here to help whoever's, willing. Even the truth is, nobody needs guru after bhakti comes. You all just stay grateful because what is this? The truth is, nobody needs guru after bhakti comes. Isn't it amazing? See, Lalita goes, no. See, that's inconclusive. See, the sadhus say no. And so Shastra also says no. You know, Lord Chaitanya, yeah, Lord Chaitanya showed you know how much bhakti Lord Chaitanya had? And he was awakened by his guru. And he would take the dirt from his guru's birthplace, and he would eat a little grain of that every day to show Guru Bhakti. It's a taste, man. It's a relish. Why would anybody give that up? It's power in that. There's, it's potency in that. It pleases God. See, this is conclusive. Even the actions of the Lord show you how important that is. Chapter 1 says, when one is ready to be delivered, he sends you the bona fide spiritual master. Transcendental poets cannot describe in depth the glories of that. See? And you say that. See? So you see, this is how you need the checks and balances. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. See? And the more you become fixed in these conclusions, you can help others who are willing to listen. See? Otherwise, you could say, like this other lady says, oh, well, I'm still, okay, fine. I like it this way. I'm going to do it this way. It's just me and Krishna in the bubble. Okay, fine.
Yeah, why do you come here? Like what Patrick says, why do you come here then? To buy bhakti or to steal bhakti and then go away when you have it?
Yeah. So Patrick says, the truth is nobody needs guru after bhakti comes. And isn't that, remember Prabhupada? He was on Juhu Beach. He even acted this way. He's taking a walk on Juhu Beach, and he sees that mentality that you're showing us, which is okay. It's good. It's good teaching. And he said, and he takes his cane and he knocks a disciple off the sand dune, and he goes tumbling down. He said, don't do this to me. That's Mayavadis. They get guru, and then they attain what they desire, and then they kick guru away. You never do that to your bhakti guru. Do not do that. That's Mayavad. See, that's illusion. See, you wanna be God. They say you want to be guru and all of that. And gurus never gets their power like that. See, you get the right realizations when you're always in the submissive, surrendered state towards Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra. Okay. So, yeah, you see, even Prabhupada was teaching like that. So just should stay grateful because you need Guru, and he showed you what was not possible for you alone to get. And see, and you won't, that is not a sign of gratefulness. Matter of fact, chapter 12 of Adi Lila talks about that. The ones who go off, they go off the real path because of ungratefulness. They're ungrateful.
Yes.
Go ahead.
It was yesterday, I think, that Johan, he put the comment, he quoted Madhya Lila 8:230, and there is the distinction, the ones who are overcome by knowledge of the Lord's opulence, that they can still have this attitude of servitorship, of service, but because they are overcome by knowledge of the Lord's opulence, they cannot come to the lotus feet of the Lord.
Yeah. So, but that's not for a devotee who is overcome by the Lord's sweetness in Vrindavan. They may, like Lord. Go ahead, Lilita. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, it's not because you're a little bit ecstatic that you are at the lotus feet of the Lord. It's a process. You grow towards the lotus feet of the Lord. Being at the lotus feet of the Lord takes a while, and you always get more, Lord, and get deeper at those. Why would you stop to? So I have a little bit ecstasy, ole, ole, ole. No. No, you're a servant now. You surrender now towards this Lord.
Yeah, these are anartas that are coming, weeds. And so they need to be chopped down, but have to see, it's Krishna gives mercy, and not everybody can process it immediately. So, let's see what happens, So, okay, go ahead, do your thing. I did my thing. I shared the way I see it and everything. You guys can also share and see what happens. The result is up to Krishna. It's destiny, it's her, between her and the Lord, and, yeah. I just love conclusiveness. I just love it. To me, I love the Lord's mind. To me, I don't like speculations. To me, the real conception is everything to me. As it is. Why do you think Prabhupada wrote as it is? Does that mean, I should just go out and preach as it isn't, like some other conclusion because it's right, but I can't confirm it in the Shastras? Everything's got to be confirmed there by these great exalted devotees. Just like, even like I say, I don't follow the rules and regulations strictly. Well, that is also confirmed, in the scriptures. The Prabhupada himself said, a devotee who is a purified devotee who is attracted to a spontaneous devotional service, devotee worshiping like that, does not have to follow strictly the rules. So many verses. So I have to even back that up, because otherwise I'd be off. So new people like her, she's new. She needs to study a lot. She needs to get purified, but she thinks like a lot of newbies. Oh, I don't need it. Thank you very much. Kick the ladder away, like this Parya says. See, same mentality. Anyway, I say that is childish. That is immature. So because if you promote that opinion, like he put it all in capitals, like he really believes this, that all you need is the guru to awaken you, and goodbye, see you later, man. Why would you do? This, you lose that. Look what happens when people think like that. They lose this association. I don't want to associate intimately with people that are harboring bad ideas and these kinds of impurities, and are not willing to see. Lord Chaitanya preached to those who would abandon their opinions and just accept as it is the scriptures. So okay, fine. I mean, otherwise there's cheating inside you. What is this? You say, well, this is the way it is, and then you can't even back up your own path that you're doing in the scriptures. I'm sorry, man, you're on the wrong path as far as I'm concerned. You're going to lose it, and you'll see. You check it out. Everybody here gets to see what happens when people go off. I've seen it 4 or 5 times already. They go off and they get a little ecstatic for a while, and it starts to diminish, because it's not pleasing to Krishna, and that's their lesson if they get it. So many people in the world don't have the opportunity to associate with devotees. Is it impossible for them to get love of God? It's difficult. It's difficult. I can't say impossible, but it's difficult. Depends on their what they did in the other lifetimes. Just like for me, I didn't have the association of living devotees that I could say really didn't really contribute anything but a good lesson. But I had the Shastras. I had Prabhupada's. I had even the Bible awakened bhakti in me. So, but that's usually from previous lives. You see, just like here, people that are awakening and their bhakti is really strong, say you take another birth. Say you come by yourself. As soon as you get the book, boom. Just like now. If you make it here, right, you can feel it. You pick up the book and boom. Pick up the mantra and boom. It's like that, right? So it's going to be like that in the next life. Very easy. But most people are not in that situation. They need to get it awakened now strongly. See, and understand the real principles of bhakti and get purified in that way. Mind and heart. And and then then your next life is no problem. So it depends. It depends on your situation. Most people I've seen definitely need help. I mean, even though I obviously had association in other lifetimes, still I had difficulties. I had problems. If I had problems, you don't think others are going to have problems the way you know? Yeah. To appreciate and stay grateful is totally fine. See, again, you cannot, this gratefulness is of the heart. Anybody who has real bhakti knows even that is an ecstatic emotion. It's because you're a real devotee, that gratefulness comes. As soon as you become a non-devotee and you lose this connection with the Lord, you become ungrateful and apparent. Already people that say, I'm an ecstatic devotee and everything, they're already showing signs of ungratefulness. You mean, you're grateful and you don't come here? You're grateful, you don't associate with devotees? You don't contribute your association to help others? You're just going to be alone with Krishna? No, you're selfish and ungrateful person. You're already going down. That's going down. You notice people here, they're not like this, that have that. They want to help others. And that's naturally. But as soon as you get this selfishness, this is what's happening. You're off track. Just like this, talk about, you said just stay grateful. That's all talk. I'd be honest with you, Patrick. It's a bunch of words. It's not the truth. You won't stay grateful by kicking guru away. No, that's a symptom of ungratefulness. That's a wrong mindset. If you can, kick that away. Otherwise, that concept will kick you away from the association with others. You'll see, This doesn't mean I don't like Gaurahari. Yeah, I've heard this. You become against what we're doing. Ultimately, you become against it because that's how Maya works. She gets in the door with inconclusiveness like that, and you're believing a word, right? The word coming in your own mind like that, and that drags you down into more and more darkness. See, I believe in the devotional scriptures. I believe in those conclusions. See, this keeps light in my life. It keeps me light too, It keeps me a dancer. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, what I feel that there are three attitudes. Yeah, you can say I like this, I dislike this, but the third one is like keeping neutral. I don't say I don't like you. Yes, it's like in the middle. It's like neutral, and that's there are three edges. Three.
I don't quite get what your context is.
If you say, I can say I like this guru. I like this Srila Gauraidas. Yes.
Right.
I understand. I stand under him. That's clear. Yes. Somebody can say I dislike it.
Right.
Yeah. But somebody can say I don't dislike him. That's a third one. That's neutral.
Yeah, and the neutral one is like Jesus said. The neutral ones I spit out of my mouth. Yeah, lukewarm. You just lukewarm. You just nothing. This is because, see, you can't meditate intensely like a person. You could say the guru is like a little Krishna. They're like, because they're in that position, Krishna empowers them. Oh, let me, just a second. I got to get my battery.
I didn't know this word lukewarm. I was searching for it. Yes.
Yeah. I gotta plug something in here. Where is the damn thing here? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's not in there. Why isn't it in there? Must be outside. Come on. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. It's just not plugged in. All right. Okay. We're back in business. What was I talking about? I was going to say
But
something.
this lukewarm thing, yes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the Bhagavatam, I just came across this. Is really so. Narada Muni had a question from somebody, and so Narada, the question was, well, how come Kamsa? Oh yeah, from anyway, had a question. How come Kamsa was and Shishupal were able to go back to the spiritual world? That they went back into Krishna in his transcendental body, and King Vena did not. They were both demons. See, they were both demons. So the reason King Vena he didn't get liberated. Maybe he got it another way, but basically he didn't get liberated because he was not like Kamsa and meditating in aversion and anger and hatred against Krishna. See, because whatever is fed into Krishna is a fire, and it purifies a person. See, so that's how it works. You got to feed your attention into the spiritual potency in either anger or affection and even lust. See, there was one lady who wanted to have sex with Krishna, and so Krishna kept the relationship going, and then she got purified by being close, because she was, oh, he's so handsome, and I really lusty, actually, material lust. But it happened to be reposed on Krishna, and everything got purified. So even, your good fortune is to even fighting with devotees. There have been many persons who have been against devotees preaching, and they became purified. Paul is even against the devotees of devotees. Jesus came to Paul because Paul hated the Christian. Always, I gotta wear a Christian. Always thinking about him, man. He got purified. And Jesus, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Well, that's what I do. And wow, Jesus came. He's real. Yeah, he is. He was thinking about him in the anger and aversion, hatred. Oh, he hated the Christians. It became purified. See, this is a bhakti principle. So the lukewarm, they don't care. They're out thinking about other things. But if you're fortunate, you'll either hate Krishna, be angry at him, or you'll be favorable. Like here, we have sadhu sangha because people are usually favorable here.
That's very honest and very pure, I feel. Yes, just to take a position, to take some, to be greedy for really wanting this, and to have faith in this, to be, whoa, I go for it, full throttle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the favorable. When you, out of affection, serving the devotees, like here, most of the devotees, they serve here because they have affection. Some maybe have a little lust for guru, they have a little lust mixed in there with their affection. Then ultimately, it keeps you close and getting purified. That's so whatever will keep you in sadhu sangha and with the devotees. That's why.
Yeah, they are engaged. They're
engaged,
paying attention and focus and. Yes, engagement.
And and especially when the devotees they're in the embodiments of this transcendental potency. That's why you notice I try to spark their attention, get their fight. I'm trying to spark a fight, with these gurus. They don't pay any. See, the thing is, they don't pay any attention. Probably, I don't know. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But if they say they aren't, because they're not thinking, they think, yeah, I'm thinking of Krishna, but they're really not. Boy, when Krishna's potency is here in this world, and then you put your attention there. Ooh, wow, man, then you're going to really get purified. That's what happened with Lord Chaitanya. He got their attention. He was ecstatically, chanting in Navadvip, and the student community turned their attention on him, and they wanted to hurt him. They wanted to beat him up and everything, but they were meditating on it now. And they ultimately became purified. These are little secrets of bhakti. Look at Jagai and Madai. They were also they weren't paying the Vaishnavas any mind, and then Nityananda got their attention. See, Nityananda went to Jagai and Madai and said, "Hey, man, become Vaishnavas," and all. They chased them, ran after them. See, meditating on. They got them meditating on potency. Before they just didn't pay him any mind. So Nityananda said, I'm going to draw their attention here. So that's how it really works. Now, Sadhu Sangha is here. Usually we have favorable devotees. We like to be with each other. Okay, Cole says, Patrick Houdini, it's not because that's what I enjoy. Replying, just because most of us enjoy surrendering to Guru and you don't, doesn't mean we are poor humans. We desire Guru. Oh yeah. You see, this is the thing. They want to. This is that level. They want to be one. They basically want to be Guru and one with Guru. They want to, you want to be God. You want your ideas in charge. See, what are we doing here? Even though the Lord is giving me this position as Guru, okay, I'm doing this, okay. But what am I subordinate to? I'm subordinate to these conclusive understanding in the Vedas. See, I'm not using my ideas, I'm using Krishna's ideas, and I pointed out, you see, Krishna says this. What ideas are you using there, Patrick? See? You're using your own speculations, your own ideas. There's a difference. And there's a different result in that. I mean, ultimately, you'll probably get this result, but because you just came anyway. But if you want to speed up the process, Krishna will inform you that this gives a better result quicker. Like if I can convince you that this is a better way to do it, then and you say, oh, okay, let me follow that way. Let me get into Krishna's opinion, like Gurudev is. See, that's my whole thing, is to bring people into the opinion of Krishna so they can get this fantastic result. And one of the thing is dedication to Guru. Otherwise, you're in your speculations, and the result is not going to be that good. It's not going to be good at all, actually. It's a deviation from this path. See, isn't that funny? Jesus talked about a narrow gate. Narrow is the gate that leads into the kingdom of God. See, this is the narrow gate. It's as it is, the real understanding of the Lord. Guru Sadhu Shastra. Okay, what else we got here? Oops. Read that, Tom.
I very like to be there, and I respect and don't be angry. I know what I'm talking about, and Gaurahari knows too.
I very like to be there, and I respect and don't be angry. I know what I'm talking about, and Gaurahari knows too. Okay. Yeah. Read that.
Cole replying to Patrick. Patrick, we enjoy having a guru, and Krishna himself enjoys having a guru. It is the nature of the soul. resisting Guru is the polluted nature of illusion.
Yeah, and you see, it's a ras. It's a special taste, and it's not in every lifetime you get such a guru. It's a special thing, man. And not to take advantage or to have some other idea about it, well, your loss. Yeah, this is why this is the witnesses, those who get great pleasure. I mean, look how ecstatic Lalita and Johan are, and how they give honor to Guru. It's a source of their pleasure. Is that true? What's your witness on that? Yeah, source. Don't talk too much, because I could see it takes energy. You know, you can just smile and nod your head. Got to healing time. Yeah, yeah. See, it's a source of transcendental pleasure. The Lord does it, glorifying his devotees, glorifying Guru, all of that stuff. It's a ras. It's transcendental mellows. See? But if you got false ego, you have some other idea. These other ideas here, there's some false identification in that. See, the whole idea is to identify with devotees and the Lord in their topmost identity. Boy, we get a lot of people interested in this conversation today. It's an important one, actually. Really important. You know? Sometimes you never know what Krishna is doing, because he can cause people, he'll bewilder their intelligence for a time, because he wants to teach something here. Yeah, so he pushes some people into these things. So he wants to teach, because this is important. You know, this is, you get this one down. Amy say, I enjoy everyone's interesting and honest questions and opinions, because it stimulates more realizations for me. Yeah, exactly. It's good. Yeah.
Can I add something? This for me, it's personally is a next step, and the next step is to, when I go outside, I want to maintain this quality, this contact, and this conclusiveness. So I have to. This is my training. I feel I want to also, when I'm dealing with mundane things and people with another consciousness, with another level, yeah, I want to maintain this contact. I want to keep this quality. So I have to find a way to protect it and to keep it flowing. It has to stay alive.
It'll just happen automatically. Just stay close to Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra, and there's no problem. It'll evolve naturally. Nothing try to do that. No, just follow the advice. Guru, Sadhu, Shastra. In this association, you'll get stronger, more clear, more benedictions. Automatically. Just have faith in that. I know by sadhu sangha and hearing and chanting together with real devotees who are advanced devotees, I'm going to attain everything. See? There you go. That's Bhaktivinoda Thakur's realization. He even said, he put it to the extreme. He said, I can't follow all the rules and regulations of Vaishnava scriptures, but I know I'll attain the ultimate goal simply by hearing at the feet of a bona fide devotee, a real devotee who has real devotion. I just sit there and listen to Vaishnava, and I'll gain everything. See? So you'll get everything this way. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu show also, before the spiritual master, one considers oneself as the biggest fool. Yeah. But actually, you'll see, you hear the guru speak, he'll show you your foolishness, man. That's part of the lesson, You see, when a devotee is empowered, the Lord empowers them to speak things that are powerful. They're really real, and show you how foolish you can be. But that's, if you need that, if you're in like these other, states of mind. But many devotees here don't need that. In all the pastimes we see the Lord with his devotees. They surround him like a flower garland. Yeah. Yeah, and the Lord empowers the guru to be like a little Krishna, to be like the center, and the devotees are like stars, you know. And if you're not happy with that, you're thinking, oh, I want to be the center and all. See, that's a wannabe thing. That ain't the way the Lord has arranged it like this. Like, nobody can do what I can do in this moment because it's an empowerment. And I can't do what you can do in this moment because you're empowered to do. No one is mad at you. Oh, here, read this.
Cole replying to Patrick, no one is mad at you. No one is mad at you. Okay. No one is mad at you. No one is mad at you just because we enjoy surrendering in love to Guru naturally, and you don't, doesn't mean we are mad at you.
No, I mean, you see, the thing is, okay, there's a thing is you cannot relish these devotional mellows in one of equality. See? And that's just how it is. It's always this Vaishnava level of relishing mellows has to do with submissiveness, being submissive to Vaishnavas. Otherwise, there's a ras in this equality thing. But you can't taste what the devotees here are tasting that are in, and that includes myself. I'm not on a biggie that I'm Gurudev and blah 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 blah. You know, no. I'm also. It's all about being submissive to devotees and their understanding and their conclusions. Otherwise, you can't taste what we're tasting. This is another level of equality. You're thinking, oh, this is better. I remember I had a friend of 30 years, and he was always like, what do you want to be a servant for? You should be like a master. What is a master? This is a master mood. Oh, I'm equal. You know, Gaur Hari knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about and more. I'm not just stuck at that level. I've been there, done that. I moved on. See, you can move. There's a higher taste in submission to the truth. Submission, and that's why I say, if you become, say, submissive to these words, you can check it in the scriptures. I'm submissive to these words, first of all, and I preach that. But if you listen and you think, oh, no, my word, my understanding is better because I want to be like, why should I be a servant? I kicked the guru away and I can be like them now. You think that's a great ras? That ain't great. Not very tasty. Not for me. Maybe it's tasty for you, but I know better. To me, that's like going to McDonald's, to be honest with you. I'm not mad, just what it is. To me, it's like, oh, taste that ras of being equal with Guru and the Vaishnavas because now I got bhakti. Ugh, yucky. Blah. Sorry, not a very good taste. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I feel this has to do with this propensity here in this material world that we live with parents, we grow up, and then there comes a point we leave the parents. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's not the way we are dealing with this transcendental parental relationship. We hold on to it. So there's a difference in the material world and the transcendental reality.
Yeah. The difference is you outgrow those parents. They can't help you at a certain point. So you outgrow them. Here, you never outgrow the guru. You never outgrow a bhakti guru. They've reached the ultimate goal of life. How you outgrow them? You may go and associate with other devotees too. That's fine. You know, there's other liberated souls and learn from them. Why not? It's fun. Isn't it nice to learn from other devotees? And they all have a special flavor and everything. Hey man, you're in a spiritual realm now. But, you know, to kick them away and now you moved on. No, you didn't move on. You don't have real bhakti, really, not deep bhakti. This is maybe a little sliver. When you want to just kick Guru right now, I'm like Guru and God, and I don't need that. I've got real bhakti. See, that's not very tasty for those who have better. See, this submissiveness to Guru, Vaishnavas, and the devotional scriptures. Oh man, everything. This is the teaching here. See, this is very rare what you're hearing.
So I can empathize with them in a way that they experienced this just being fed up with the parents, yes, and now again there is this parental energy coming, and they remember they remember that program that discussed.
Well,
memory.
the thing is, the bottom line is, see if you can outgrow this. I keep proving people wrong because you don't outgrow this. All you do is you transcend the material modes of nature, and then you're able to relish the ras of other devotees. You can even pick up the books and relish, but you're submissive to them. Otherwise, you wouldn't accept their conceptions. Therefore, the Lord gives you the real conception, the right conception, because you're not trying to challenge them with yours. I'm just standing in as a living person to show where the bullshit is. The bullshit is that people come here and say, no, this is what it's all about. And I say, well, that's not conclusive, and here it is. And you have a living person that can tell you, you got spinach on your teeth. You're in bullshit. You may not accept it. You may just go around, well, this is the way it is. Well, it ain't the way it really is. And I prove it. It's the Shastras teach this. It's all about this. And so if you listen, it's good to be yourself and challenge or do whatever you need to do. But this is part of becoming submissive, because if you really want the deeper truth, you will listen and you'll try to assimilate, try to come to the right conclusion. See? So that's the work here. And then when you become solid in the proper understanding of the Vedas, the conclusive understanding, then you can take advantage. Then you're not kicking the ladder away. You get it from your guru. You relish their word, just like here. The people still relishing their word. They go and they relish Krishnadas Kaviraj's words directly. Now you're in the transcendental realm, and but you're submissive to these truths coming from these devotees. Go ahead, Tom. What?
Yes, I really feel what you're saying. It's like it's remembering the transcendental taste. Yes. There's a transcendental taste in this parental relationship and in this realm. It's like remembering the transcendental realm and the transcendental taste also. I can feel it. Really feel it now.
And it doesn't have to only be parental with Guru. You can do that as a friend. You can do that on all kinds of relationships. That happens. I mean, this is the door to it all. See, there's the gratefulness. When you get the door to this, you're going to another dimension of experience of life that is very rare. I mean, Bill Gates can't come here. Trump can't come here. These guys are on the outside, man. You're coming on the inside. Can you imagine you getting something that they can't get? I only use them as an example because people think that's wealth. Oh, to be like Trump. Oh, to be like wealthy like Bill Gates. I say, hey, man, this is a zillion times better. And you get liberated from the cycle of birth and death and not even think about it. That's just a perk. Just comes along with it. But most people are like, oh, I got to be liberated from my miseries. Oh, that's just automatic here. We're not even thinking about it, and it's done. Not thinking about a lot of things to do with the four goals of life that people are striving for. Economic development. I'm not trying to, follow that goal. Sense enjoyment. I'm not. It just kind of comes along. When it's needed. It's insignificant. all that stuff comes along automatically when you go deep in bhakti. That's what the Lord is so pleased. Wow, man, I got to maintain my devotee. He's on the right track now. It gives people the opportunity to help such devotees.
Yeah, that's what I feel we are doing. We are clarifying the path. Yeah, distinguishing the false upgrade from the real upgrade.
Yeah, exactly. Here, read this.
We can't expect anything from anyone. Only unmotivated and uninterrupted bhakti can help us in bhakti.
Not really. No, that's not it. No, that's like trying to do it, trying to imitate, being unmotivated, imitate uninterrupted, and all that. No. We can't expect anything from anyone. Only unmotivated and uninterrupted can help. No. What will help you? Let's go down a bit. Let's go to the basics. Not that. That's not it, man. That comes naturally. But see, people try to teach these opinions as the right opinion. That ain't the right one. What will help you, what will help you and everybody is what we're teaching here. See, what will help you is hear from a bona fide representative of the Lord and question them and dialogue with them, challenge them if you have to. And then they'll share the conclusive thing that agrees with the real conclusions in the Bhagavatam. And then you abandon your opinions that are not purified. See, that's how they work. This is how this process works. Otherwise, you teach that, and that's not really conclusive. That you're putting the cart before the horse. See, the cart, the horse is this. We need power. The horse is the power, and the cart gets dragged along. The cart is uninterrupted bhakti, and unmotivated bhakti comes by purification, comes by coming here and dialoguing and sharing your truths like this, like now, and talking about these things and going deeper and deeper in it. Getting more purified. And then automatically we do more and more uninterrupted bhakti. And it's not like people think, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, is this dry chanting thing. No, it's not like that. No, naturally, as you evolve, you start thinking about Krishna, even doing other things. You're looking, what is this all? You're contemplating the Lord in everything. It's just a natural. But it's a process of purification to get there. Okay, go ahead, read this.
Guru needs Sangha and students, just like the students and Sangha need the Guru. Both are dependent.
Say that again.
Guru needs Sangha and students, just like the students and Sangha needs the Guru. Both are dependent.
Yeah, well, for teaching, if you're going to teach this bhakti, it needs to, and a student, real student, is one who's favorable to receiving this in the way that bhakti is taught, through a descending line. You just take it like a ripe, the fruit is ripe, you just take it and eat it. Okay? But a lot of people, to get to that point, they got to fight with Guru, they got to try to challenge them, and different things. Okay, read this.
Replying to Sim Leeuwenhart, this is why I am also on Bigo, so people can have association with devotees.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. So I'm not kicking, that's truth. Well, that's your understanding of truth. It's just like people say, I know so much about Jesus. and I know this is the truth, the way it is. No, that's your understanding of the way it is. They do that with Vaishnavas, books, Prabhupada's books. I'm a Ritvik. This is the way it is. Gohari, you're wrong. And you can't even talk to them because they're too, identified. They're not willing to look at, are they really wrong? Or are they right? Okay, so. Here you go, read this.
I was avatar and saint before we met. Without anybody, alone, only God.
Yeah, well, you see, the way you present yourself shows your realization. All devotees who have this deeper communion, as I say, the Lord gives them the understanding. They could see, they could show you, you see where this person is at. So if you're happy there, if you want to think that you don't need to be a servant of Vaishnavas, you don't, okay, it's fine. You're happy there. You know what? I got to stop here. It's number one, getting too hot in here, and I got to stop talking for a while. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thank you so much. It's been fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, get well there, Lalita. Quick.
Yes, for me too.
When do you go home, Lalita? When do you go home?
I'm here from Sunday evening, maybe tomorrow evening. I don't know.
Okay.
I had some complications, but
Okay.
we'll be all right. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll be all right.
Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna.